Hi, today is October 9th, 2025, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 1566 for the year, Selena Gomez Oreos. I am so glad that the cookies were named after Selena Gomez. Otherwise, I might not ever have taken a chance on those Oreos. I shall not soon forget that intricate collision of chocolate and cinnamon and artificial cream. I never thought I'd live to see horchata-flavored cookies, but here we are. Poem number 1567, Reviewed. I received a link to a review of the last show that Dogbowl and I did in New Zealand. On the one hand, the reviewer liked the show. On the other, the reviewer said some odd things. Admittedly, the reviewer wrote, King Missile is an acquired taste. A lot of people would consider it self-indulgent or stupid rubbish. I mean, that's an odd thing to say about a band that you claim to like. The reviewer liked us so much that he thought the set was short. I believe it was 70 minutes, and I think it's nice that he wanted more, but the reason the set was that length was because that's how long most sets are in rock clubs. It wasn't because, as the reviewer suggested, it's a couple of blokes in their 60s. We were doing sets that long 30 years ago. There were a lot of other ways in which this review fell short, but I have no wish to pile on. Suffice it to say, I give the review a C-, and I think I'm being charitable. Poem number 1568, Solved Solution. Once the solution was solved, it was placed in some solvent. Then the solved solution was cast in resin and set in stone and placed upon the mantelpiece for all to admire. Eventually, due to all the attention it had received, the solution got a very swelled head and became impossible to deal with or even be in the same room with, and ultimately it was of no help at all. Ultimately, as is often the case, the solution was worse than the problem it purported to solve. One must be careful when dealing with solutions, especially once they are solved. Poem number 1569, Out of range, but reaching out with every tentative alternative tentacle. Out of reach, but ranging around with radar and fiber optic cables. Out of step, but moving forward and backwards and sideways and up and down. Out of time, but counting seconds and thirds and fourths and perfect fits. And the last poem of the day, poem number 1570, Cool or a Fool. On the ferry yesterday, someone was playing I Just Don't Want to Be Lonely on his phone or some other music player. It occurred to me after I got off the boat that if I had said what I was thinking, which was that I thought it was great that he was playing the Blue Magic version rather than the main ingredient version, I probably would have come across as pretty fucking cool. But as I thought about it more, I realized that it might have been the Ronnie Dyson version, in which case, if I had identified it as the Blue Magic version, I would have looked like a fool. So once again, it is perhaps a good thing that I kept my fucking mouth shut. All right, that's it. Thank you. I appreciate you.